What is up, everyone? Another week of trading. Let's review the markets for the week and do some projections that we're looking for next week. I will say this week was ups and downs for the Forex, a little more consistent in the futures markets. But let's do this review and see what we're working with for the rest of the year. Wait a minute, I got some news. Zoom in. I am looking for 10, the first 10 people to go on Instagram, follow at the Forexation. I'll put it in the description so you go to the right link. Follow and comment on first picture, the only picture as of right now, and say, I'm in, shoot me a DM, and I'll invite you to the Discord server. I'm looking for 10 founding members to get in on the Discord server for life, for free. And I'm only allowing it to the first 10. And then when we launch in January, I will give out some free trials, but the first 10 people follow on Instagram at the Forexation, comment and like the first picture, the only picture as of this time, and then shoot us a DM and let us know you're in, and we will send you an invitation to the Discord server. It is about 70% complete right now. We got less than a month to go, so I'm putting in a lot of work over there and just trying to get that all polished up. I'm also trying to finish our PineScript codes that the members will get, so you guys will get access to those PineScript indicators. And pretty much it's kind of what you see here. I mean, I'll talk about the ones that we didn't create. Well, I'll show you guys how to add those to your charts. But all the ones we did hand code will be available for the first 10 founding members. So go ahead and do that, and let's get into this market performance review. So hot. Tea's so good, so hot. Okay. So let's do the EU first, and then you guys could see it was a wild week for me. For some reason, I cannot get on the right side of the market, and it was also just kind of consolidation. You see, we opened here, and we closed not much lower. It was just kind of back and forth, right? So there was no trend for me to really get in on. And when I was down on the lower time frame, it just caught me on the wrong side of the market. So right here, I was looking to get under here, tap into this fair value gap, and take some buys. Well, that didn't go to plan. See, we took liquidity here. All this, I was like, okay, we took liquidity. Let's get it on the buy. Boom, take a loss. Half risk, same thing. I'm like, okay, we stabbed lower. Let's see if we go to the lower time frame, kind of see more what I was looking at. I believe I was on the 5-minute for this one. Yeah, so I was right here. Or no, I was on the lower time frame. I believe it was 2 or 3 minutes. But there was a fair value gap here. I saw that we broke up. I'm like, okay, come back into this order block, or the fair value gap is where I entered. And I was looking to take it up here into this order block or into these fair value gaps. Again, market took me out, went back down. It was in London close, so I shouldn't have been trading anyways. Usually I like to get my entries in the New York open session down in here around 8:30 to about 10. That's usually my main trading zone. So I was at the charts. It was Monday. I had more time to be on the charts, and it took me for another loss. Now, we took Monday's lows, came back up, and then in here we went into this fair value gap, right, or this order block, took it, came back down. I marked this out. I was like, okay, let's get in. I did get in. We did get partials, so this one did come out on top and profit. But I did just put these yellow lines to let me know, like, I got partials, but it wasn't a full win. So I took partials here, and I ended up moving the stop loss down to the top of here. And then you can see we got punched out before it went in the direction we wanted. So, and then you could see entered right in my zone. So everything lined up. It just, this London close retraced before it went back. Now on Wednesday, same thing. Or pretty much same setup. We were going into this fair value gap, in the past that was set up. I think this was a 15-minute. Forgot to add it in, but anyways, it went there, broke down on, it was like a 1 or 2 minute chart again, came back up into the fair value gap. Great entry. It did fill me in, I think, in the actual trade. I usually put them at the bodies, not the wick. So my original markup was this has liquidity, but I ended up putting it right here at the bodies. Got full profit here. Took partials there because it was right here. I was going into this, so it could have hit this and reversed, which that wick kind of, scared me. I was like, oh, we may be on the wrong side of the market again. It might go up, right? But it came back and came down, and it got us for the rest of our position down there. So coming back from our losses early week, and then here, I was like, okay, Monday's the high of the week. Let's get on some sells. I felt like this was a great pullback, and we're gonna come back down to either the sell side or the weekly discount, somewhere down there, right? But that was not the case. It just kind of it trended up, but there was really no real move, and it just whipped back and forth. This was a loss, and then this one I never actually got in. As you can see, there was no X or plus. I was just putting that in just so I could back test it while live testing. So took a loss here, came out of our time zone, wasn't trading. Now I went into this higher time frame order block, and we did fall off from it, but I was not, obviously, I don't trade the London session, so right here, man, it was a great trade until it wasn't, and then it smacked me out, and then it kind of came back a little bit. So like I said, this week was just back and forth, and it's not a good week for the FX market. And I've been focusing more on futures anyways, so that also plays into a part of why my executions were not on the right side, and they were not the greatest entries, is because I would come up here, look for a setup, post it, put the limit order in, and then go back to my future charts and then study that. And my future trades this week were actually pretty good, so I might have to take a step back from Forex for a little bit while I get my future accounts all funded and set up. So let's clear the charts. Let's go to the weekly. First things first, you could see this week was just up, down, up. Pretty much nothing. So I do, with these type of days, you could see there's some big expansion that comes after these type of days. Expansion, pulled in tight, expansion, pulled in tight. Pretty good expansion, because if you measure this, 138 pips, right? Pulled in tight, expansion, pulled in tight, couple days, expansion, expansion, expansion. So it was a losing week, but there's a plus side to it. We could make up our losses, is what I'm trying to get at. So mark this up. Weekly discount, weekly premium. If we're going up, if we continue this uptrend, looking to hit this order block, take out this buy side liquidity. So let's go down to the daily. Dropping down to the daily, you could see most of the range hit on the last day. So we'll do our buy side liquidity, or sell side liquidity, and buy side up here. What was the top right? Yeah. And buy side. So again, we're kind of in this little consolidation right here. It is the end of the month, or not end of the month, end of the year. So if we look back at last December, it was a lot more trending up. and then we kind of sold off. So maybe we continue this little trend up into the end of the year. This is worthy of marking up right here. This one up here. We'll do order block. And if you notice, my order block colors and all that stuff keep changing. I haven't made up my mind what color I want, because you'll see in my other chart, I added some things that were colorful that I wanted these to not be distracting from that. So, and I just put 1 hour order block, daily order block, 1 day, whatever. Usually I put daily. Same thing. And I'm actually, because it's the daily, I'm going to pull this in a little tighter. And we'll actually adjust it on the 4 hour. I'm sure it'll give us something more to look at. All right. I'm not sure why this is glitching way back here. Like I said, indicators are almost done. I'm still working on them. So with all this liquidity we grabbed down here, we went into this order block. I'm looking bullish on the beginning of the week next week. Maybe we get another wick down and then go up. But overall, I'm looking for buys next week. We have inflation and core inflation year over year. On what day was that? That was the 13th, Tuesday. Oh, nice. FOMC on Wednesday and retail month over month on Thursday. So busy week. We're going to get a lot of price action. Careful on this. Either trade way early. Looks like they're going to raise interest rates, or at least that's what's forecasted. So maybe we just get a small consolidation and then it just blasts off. Either direction. It could come down to here, so we'll see how the beginning of the week develops there, but nothing too much on EU for me to get excited about. Just a bunch of wicks. We did come down into this, so just keep an eye on it. I don't have anything really convincing me which way it's gonna go. I would like to see this get taken out by the end of the week, so that is what I'll be keeping my eye on. So let's go to the ES1. It's in the game. All right, let's go to the hour chart. Get an overview of the week. So you can see I got these new colors on the chart. What are they? Well, it's an indicator you're going to get if you're one of those first 10 founding members. If not, you got to wait till January to get in on the action. But there are just some key time zones or time regions, time areas that you want to keep focus on and take your trades on. The blue is where I'm trading. The yellow is where I reference to see if I could find something that indicates where the market's going to go or continue to go. And the green is the London area. I also like to reference to see what happened during London. So I don't think I marked up anything on the charts here, so there's really not much trading. I could kind of show you the trades, and we'll just base them off of that. So let's go down to the 15-minute. Go in on Monday. I believe Monday was a win, but it was very small. Got in, took a sell, and then I closed my position around here. I did not hold on. If I did, I would have got a lot more, but because I'm close to getting those accounts funded, I'm just taking money and getting out. There's no need to try to hit home runs. So kept dropping. And then it went below this on the Tuesday, Wednesday from the previous week. And pretty much we took away all those gains that happened, and then we accumulated orders before we went back up. Tuesday, I don't believe I got in on any positions. I think it just left me behind. Let me go to the 5-minute and just double check on Tuesday. Yeah, it just took me away. There was nothing that really got me in on Tuesday. Now Wednesday I did have a nice win. It was going into this order block, took a sell, and it actually went against me, but because of this giant wick, I had my take profit down here, and the entry was around here somewhere. So just profits came and I just got out. I was like, all right, cool. No need to trade the rest of the day. And it was just kind of back and forth anyways. This day was really good. This was Thursday. This was my my big win here. I got in around here. Price did drop down. I had my initial stop loss here, so I was very close to getting taken out. But it recovered and it rallied. I took partials here, took another micro off, another micro off, and then I ran it past this. It went up some more, and then I closed the remaining. I think I had 3 micros left. Took them all off around this area because I saw that price did not continue. Like you see how this pulled back, not so convincing. So I was like, okay, we already got past our main take profit that we were looking at, so let's just close it before we get back down into this area. So really happy with Thursday. That trade there got my accounts pretty much almost funded. I have 4 different accounts. 2 of them were heavy losses, so I pretty much made all those losses back, and we're back positive. And then my other 2 accounts that I started later in the month, or later in November, those are up, so those will probably get funded way earlier since I'm using Trade Copier, so they will get funded earlier. So big jump up. Contract did switch ESH. So in NinjaTrader, I'm still trading ESC. Hasn't switched over there. The NASDAQ one and the Dow one did switch, so we'll keep an eye on that. So this was, that's why I redid the chart. So now I have a futures charts, Forex charts, market shift charts, gold chart, and a stock chart. So everything's all separate with different indicators. That's why I didn't have any markups. But anyways, today was paper trading, because if I'm up on the week, I don't trade Fridays. I don't want to give back my profits and then go into the weekend like, why did I trade? Why did I lose my money? Whatever. So I did a paper trade. Did not hit TP. I wasn't taking partials on paper trading. I try to hold things, but it did come into here. So on a higher time frame order block, this would have all been solid, right? It did hit. So that was something that could have been a winner. I was just shooting for up here, didn't get hit, and reversed on me. So that's fine. And let's mark this chart up, since we been rambling on about trading, which I hope you guys like. If you guys would rather me just get straight to the markups, let me know. But I think you guys could learn from seeing what I did, what I saw, what I was looking for, and how price actually did unfold, and why we lost those opportunities or areas we could have gone in and on. And it just helps build that muscle memory to kind of understand how the market's going to flow. So let's turn. Okay, we're on the weekly. I don't need that on. So let's mark off weekly. Oh, let's do the monthly first. So monthly premium, monthly discount. Okay, let's go to the weekly. We got a weekly premium here. Go down to the days now. Just clean this up a little bit. And we have buy side, sell side. And then I'm also going to do this one. This price is down here, but we kind of know where that next region is that price could pop out of. So let's go back to the daily. There is equal lows down here. Let's mark that up real quick. Come on. There we go. So I think price is going to come back through this, maybe down into this order block. Oops. There's really nothing up here besides liquidity to take. And with how this week ended, coming up into this area, which if we go down to the 4 hour, you can see it came into this fair value gaps, took out this liquidity and dropped off. So that leads me to believe we're going to go through these equals, lots of liquidity down here. And then we got this big order block. So looking pretty bearish on this. So keep an eye on that. I'm going to see how London and early morning session on Monday unfolds. See if we get a nice trade. I've been doing some back testing on the 1 minute chart with the 9:30 open and stuff. So if you're one of those first 10 founding members, you're going to get access to all these back testing files, screenshots, Excel files that will help you do back testing with all the formulas already in, so you could quickly kind of calculate everything while you're back testing and make it more data for you to look at and understand as you're doing your back testing. And you could also use them for your live trades, so you have all that data backed up for you to reference. So that is my market review. Like I said, we're going to start shifting to the Discord server heavily, and we're going to just have those 1 videos a week on Fridays on this channel. So click our Instagram, follow us, comment on the only picture there, say I'm in, and shoot us a message, and we'll get you in on the Discord server. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Can't wait to build and start growing with you all. I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace.